Hey guys, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. I am in my God's Hallelujah kitchen and I'm about to attempt to bake a Jamaican bun. So Jamaican in UK attempting to make a Jamaican bun. So, you know, it's Easter and it's the time where we as Jamaicans will eat Easter bun and cheese. So I have not bought any bun from the shop. I am going to make my own. This is my second time making it. And fingers crossed, guys, I will get it right the second time. The first time it was delicious and I'm hoping to get the same result. So fingers crossed, if it comes out good, you will see this video. If it don't, you will not see the video. Okay, so here I have one beaten egg. I've got my nutmeg over here. I've got my lemon peel, and I've got some fruits, cherries, and raisin in this. Why it looks like this? Because we actually don't really like the thick raisin in our bun, so I kind of blend it up a bit just to kind of give it a more subtle taste within the bun. And I've got some brown sugar here. So I'm going to use a bit of this, and I've got my guava jam, so I'm going to use some of that, and I've got some almond, so I'm going to put a spoon, teaspoon of this in there, almond spice, and I've got my molasses, so I'm going to put a teaspoon of that in there. I've got my cinnamon, I've got my baking powder, and I've got my mixed spice, vanilla, red label wine, and my Guinness stout. And over here I've got my melted butter and my tray ready, and I've got my self-raising flour. So I'm going to use 4 cups of this self-raising flour. So let me get the flour in the dish over here and I will show you guys what I'm doing. So my face won't be in the video. You know it's the twins, and it's one of the twins anyway in the kitchen. So I'm doing the baking and I will show you as I go along. I'm not using the main camera holder because I just want to show you what I'm doing without me being in it. Okay guys, so fingers crossed, okay. So I have put the flour in my basin. I'm also going to add some browning for color and a half teaspoon of salt for taste. You know that salt is what brings the taste for flavor in. Doesn't matter all these ingredients. Without the salt, it tastes like no sugar or anything is in it. And you just keep mixing and mixing and you can't taste it because it's missing the salt. So if anybody say, oh, you taste like salt, don't really take it bad, okay? Because we need salt. Salt give flavor, okay? And if you are salt, you are giving a lot of flavor to a lot of things, okay? So guys, I'm gonna add all the dry ingredients into the flour. So here I'm putting in my nutmeg, okay? And I'm gonna put half teaspoon of salt. Can you see that? Half teaspoon of salt for taste. And I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. There you go. And I'm gonna add now 1 teaspoon of mixed spice, and I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, that's it, baking powder. So 2 teaspoons. So this is 1, 2. Okay, and I'm just gonna get the wooden spoon and mix it together. And the next step is I'm gonna add my Guinness stout to my oil, well, butter I should say, and then I'll add 1 cup of red label wine. I'm gonna add the vanilla the almond spice, all the wet ingredients, the molasses, the egg, the jam, and the sugar, and I'm going to sweeten that and then add it to the mixture. Okay, so my beautiful viewers out there, as I said, it's not about seeing this lovely face. Yes, we are all beautiful, beautiful with whatever shade, shape, height, size we may come in. We are beautiful. So okay, get back to business. I'm now about to put my Guinness stout in my butter. As you can see, I'm pouring in the Guinness stout in the butter. Yep. And then I'm going to add a cup of wine. So I'm about to add the wine in. And in the wine, I'm going to put some vanilla and the molasses and everything, and then get back to you guys, because at the moment I'm holding the camera in my hand. So I'm telling you, the next step is going to be the vanilla. Then I'm going to put the almond, teaspoon of that, and then I'm going to put some molasses, my guava jam, my sugar, not a lot because I don't want it too sweet, and a bit of honey. Okay, so that's what I'm about to do, and then I'll mix it. I'll show you the rest. So guys, I'm gonna add my lemon peel, that. Just say I don't want a lot of raisin, so I've got my mix cherry and raisin in here. Ooh. Trying to get everything out, guys. It's not easy to work with one hand. So here it is, and what I'm going to do is use the wooden spoon to mix it around. Okay, the last bit now, I'm going to add my egg to my mixture here. And just mix it around. So that's what it looks like now. So this is what I'm going to use to mix the dry ingredients, okay? So I'm going to mix this around. Yeah, just get all the fruit stem to be separated so they're not stuck to each other. Just going to get them to separate from each other. Come on, guys, separate from each other. We know you love each other. Yes, I know that. But it's okay at times to be separated. You'll meet again in the oven, okay? But I just need you to be all over in here, okay? Just be nice, and I want you guys to come up beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. You know, the first time I did it, I was, you know, it wasn't Corona. So it was, I think, 2019, Easter time. And I did it, and I was able to bake for my church brothers and sisters. But with Corona, you know, you can't be too careful. You don't want to bring anything and, you know, it affects somebody. Yeah, I wish I could bring for everybody in church, you know, but I know, I don't know. I don't really know if I could, you know, but because of what they're saying, stay in your own bubbles. So you think, okay, can you bake for others? Can you do things? You know, you don't know what to do now. Corona just confused the place. But you know what? I'm not letting it confuse me. But I'm baking, and I'm sharing my baking, and in the sense of them seeing me bake, watching it on the channel and see that I bake and so on. Okay? But the best way is to be able to share it. And that's what I like to do. I like to share my stuff and people enjoy it. I love to see when I cook and everybody enjoy it. It just put just a smile in my heart just to know that I cook and people enjoy it. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to pour the wet ingredients in this and combine it together. The last thing will be the browning. Okay, guys? So this is what the butter look like without the browning. So I'm going to have the browning now and then pour it into the baking tray, pop it into the oven. Okay? So I have now put them in the baking tin, pop them in the oven, and that's what it looks like now in the oven, guys. Fingers crossed everything will come out great. So guys, the bun is finished baking. And look at that, guys, look at that. So this is what it looks like. Yeah. And I've made like a plain one over here. And look at that, guys. So it's still hot, so I won't be able to cut it until it's cool. So I try to make a video to show you what it looks like when it's cut in the morning, but it's night now. It's after 10. It's almost 11 o'clock, and I need to get myself sorted because I'm going to church tomorrow. I'm in the UK. We are able to go to church. Not a lot, all of us can be in the building, but we are able to go into church tomorrow. So I need to get some sleep so I'm ready to worship with all of my heart. So far, this is what it looks like. From my eyes, it look really good, you know, and fingers crossed it tastes exactly as how it look, even better. So, you know, tomorrow you will see the final. Okay, so tomorrow, guys, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. It's only a day away. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so I'll show you part 2 tomorrow. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning, evening, afternoon, and night, wherever you are. Remember to, you know, stay strong, stay positive, stay focused. Don't think about just the journey in life. We get stuck on the journey and miss out on the reward, you know, because the journey at times, you know, like baking this cake, you know, there's so many other spices, ingredients, so many different ways that you have to prepare it. And if I was thinking about the preparation, I wouldn't get to this part of it, which is the final, which is the part that you sit and eat with a nice piece of cheese. And if I was thinking how much work I would have to put in to bake this bun, I probably would not do it. But you know, the important thing to do in life is not just look at the journey. The journey will frustrate you if you keep focused on it, but think about the reward. If you're doing a study, you know, for something, if you're setting up a business, whatever you're thinking about doing, don't think too much of the journey, but focus on the reward. What is the reward? If I complete my assignment, if I complete my exam, if I do this, if I, you know, go and get a loan, whatever you need to do. If I do it, don't think about paying back the loan. Just think about the reward. Don't think about the negative. Yes, you have to pay back the loan, but you have to actually think about, why am I getting this loan? I don't have the ready cash, so I need to start the business, and the loan will help me to set up the business. When the business is running and it's booming, then you know that's the reward, and you pay back your loan. If you are doing a study to become a teacher, to become, you know, a doctor, a carer, a nurse, whatever your choices of field that you want to go in, don't think about how many studies that you have to put in. Think about the reward at the end. And so when you focus on the reward, then the journey will feel a bit less stressful. Okay? Think about the reward. Love you guys, and part 2 will be coming in the morning. Ta-da! Yes, guys, good morning. It's a new day. Happy Easter Sunday to all my beautiful viewers out there. So yes, I am up, ready to show you what this cake not cake. This bun looks like, Easter bun looks like when I cut it. So this is where we're going to see if I did a good job. Hopefully I did a good job. So yes, I'm up, about to look after breakfast. And yes, I just want to show you how it looks when I cut it. So I'm going to cut a piece of this bun. There we go. As I said, I did it differently. I don't want to have the chunky raisin, so I've blended the raisin and the cherry, kind of blend it a little so that it will not be chunky in the bun. Okay, so here we are. Oh, look at that, guys. Yes. So you won't see the cherry as normal bun or the raisin as normal bun because I don't really like to have the chunky bits in it. Okay, so that's why I made my own. But it looks really good. Don't you think so? Look at that. Got a nice cut. Look at that, guys. And you can see a cherry on the top. So I've placed some cherries on the top. Yeah. And it looks soft, not dry like some bun can be at times. But it's just soft and, you know, ready to bite with a nice piece of cheese. So as I promised you guys that I will be cutting it in the morning. So here is the proof of the pudding. Okay, so remember to have a blessed Sunday wherever you are. Try to stay positive. Try to have a good focus in life. And don't let the negative crowd your mind. Okay, take care now. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.